Hello everyone, my name is Joanna and welcome to my channel. Today I'll be showing you how to make your own Twitch emotes using a drawing tablet and a PC. If you are interested in my content, be sure to follow me on Twitch where we do video game streams and more art content. Thank you. So let's begin. To start off, you head over to help.twitch.tv where they go over all the guidelines for your Twitch emotes. You can see what you can include in your emote and what shouldn't be included. This will give you a general idea of what you should do and what you can't do. As far as the size specifications, your emote should be saved in 3 different square sizes: 112 pixels, 56 pixels, and 28 pixels. It is preferable to use a layer drawing software that allows you to have PNG files for transparency. Here is what I use to draw. It is the Wacom Intous small drawing tablet. I will include a link for the tablet below if you'd like to order it online. It also comes with the digital software I use to draw my emotes. It's called Clip Studio Paint Pro. The tablet works by letting you draw directly on the tablet, and you'll see an image on the computer of what you are doing. It takes a little while to get used to it, but once you got it, it's easy to do. In Clip Studio Paint Pro, I set the dimensions to 220 by 220 with the resolution of 72 dots per inch. Later on, this will be scaled down to the appropriate sizes. I just think it's easier to draw on a larger canvas. You don't want it too big because once you resize it, you might lose some of those details. You don't want to lose too many of them. This is what one of my emotes looks like at the size of 220 pixels. To resize it, you go to the Edit tab and change the image resolution. You set the desired pixel size and save the image as a PNG file with your background set to transparent. I sometimes forget to set the background to transparent, so it's important to check that it is done correctly before saving. I like to keep my original 220 pixel size file in case I want to use it for something else. I save copies of the appropriate emote sizes with different file names. It might look a little blurry, but once you upload your image, it will look fine. No worries. For this emote, I wanted to draw a head pat emote, as head pats are my favorite. Since the emotes are so small, you want to keep the main expression at the center of the image. It should take up the most space since the emotes will be very small. You can add details, but try to keep the overall design simple, as some detail will be lost when resizing. I start the emote by drawing a sketch of what I want it to look like. The sketch can be very rough, which will be later cleaned up when we do our line art layer. When drawing at this size, I generally keep my pen at a size 4. I noticed that anything smaller than that will be too blurry, and anything bigger will create these thick, chunky lines. If you're drawing objects on your emotes, you can create them on separate layers, so it's easier to reposition them later if something looks a bit awkward or out of place. You can also flip your canvas to make sure everything is balanced and it's overall a good looking image on both reflections. We will continue the sketch until it's something that we're happy with and we know we're going to enjoy on our channel. Don't be afraid to reposition things and change things as much as you need until you are satisfied with your product. This character that I'm working on is an original character of mine called Nozomi. She is the physical embodiment of what I would imagine the person who makes people's wishes come true. Once we are satisfied with our drawing, we set the layer to transparent and create a new layer for our line art. I like to make the lines as crisp and as neat as I possibly can. Sometimes I'll go over the lines twice if necessary, or delete some places that look a little off. Be patient and take your time. Your hard work will pay off once you have your beautiful emote. Once you are satisfied with your line art, it is time to create the separate folders for your art. I like to create separate folders for the hair, the skin, the clothing, and eyes. This lets me keep all the layers separate and gives me an idea of what is what. Once all the base colors have been done, I start adding the shading by using a small paintbrush. Each different folder will have its own shading, and the brighter parts of the folder will have the highlights, usually any shiny objects, eyes, or hair. Next is one of my favorite parts, which is the blush marks. I use the spray can with the softest setting and the lowest density. This allows me to create some really soft blushes, make it look more natural. Add a little bit of highlight and a little bit of lines using a dark pencil. The best thing about digital art is everything is in layers. So even if you mess up or go outside the lines, you don't have to worry about it too much, you can fix it. It's been a big relief for me since I used to be a traditional artist. To clean up your shading, you can use a hard eraser. This will give you the clean edges and the more anime-like look. Now it's time for the highlights. I like to keep it simple since the emotes will be very small. And create little round circles that I duplicate and layer and add some glow. I decided I also wanted to add different highlights, more subtle. And just create a lighter version of the base color. Use your eraser to create these little lines for detail. You can change the opacity and use the soft eraser to change the blended look. Once we finish the highlights, it's time to add your own personal artistic flair. It's up to you what you want to do with your emote, how you want to make it yours, or how you want to bring out the certain emotion it is portraying. Have fun! It is your emote. And we are done! This is my head pat emote. I hope you guys liked it and enjoyed the video. This is me showing you how blurry it looks once you resize it. Thank you so much for watching! If you liked my content, be sure to follow me on Twitch. I stream at least 3 times a week. And if you have any questions, be sure to comment them or message me on my art Instagram, yoyo.creates. I can answer any questions you have there and hopefully help you in any way that I can. Thank you so much, and good luck!